some of my friend called me and then asked what to do with fertigation at the soil. So I did a little bit advice to have use granular fertilizer or slow fertilizer to use at the soil media and not using the water soluble fertilizer. Why the thing that I asked to use the slow release fertilizer compared to AB fertilizer? So AB fertilizer, we know that they are formulated specifically for the crop to have all nutrient, also include with the micronutrient, but for the soil that have a large surface for the media for the roots to spread out. So they got some got a lot of micronutrient existed and some are not. So we need to identify first, analyze the nutrient test for the soil first before we use the AB fertilizer, the water soluble I mean. So if we use the granular, so they are more focusing on a NPK, which helps for the leaf and then the roots and the the fruits. So it also included with the trace element. So what I'm telling is if you want to use the water soluble fertilizer which have the micronutrient formulated for the crops, so you have to test the nutrient availability on the soil that you want to use for your crop. So as my advice, you had to use slow release fertilizer, much better compared to water soluble fertilizer, because when you give a lot of when you give a lot of water soluble fertilizer, it might be leaching out because the surface of soil are too large compared towards the we use on the polybag. So it is easy to leaching out, and then just waste of your fertilizer. So hopefully you might know which are the best one you use for your fertilizer for your crops. Hopefully if there are any argument for this, you can drop the comment, and then we can discuss how to make the nutrient test for the soil, and then how to know that the soil are enough with the micronutrient or not. So we use the fertigation method to as a precision method. So we don't want the imprecision technical that had make a lot of cost for the media crops, for the crop costing. Okay, that's all. Assalamualaikum. Bye.